Most geometry node setups look like this. This is a control everywhere, but today I'll show you how to turn all of that into a clean drop down menu just like a professional add-on. So first of all, what are the benefits of this? So you get a cleaner interface like this, and easy for customers, prevent invalid options, and looks professional. So without any further ado, let's get started. So you can see I have a very messy node setup, but still I get managed to have this many functional options with all those nodes, and they are look clean and professional. So let's start with this two. First, see what I got. So these are the polls for the neon sign support. By the way, this is the neon sign generator I'm working on. So it will be soon out, and it is crazy with crazy functionality. You can use anywhere for your shops, for your add-ons, for your street neon signs, anywhere. So stay tuned or follow me on Instagram and YouTube, and subscribe to my Patreon to get early access and more detailed content. So here you can see we got two options: the poles top on bottom and the poles left and right. And this is a small group setup for single pole. So I'm going to combine all these three. So you can see these are the top poles, and the thing I added is you can change the index value to switch them from top to bottom. And also for these are for the left and right pole, so you can switch them as well with this index value. Now let me just get first of all, the node you need is called the menu switch, which let us decide what we want. So I'm going to plug this transform geometry into the A part, into the A, and the let's expand this so we can see it clearly. Plug this into the B part, and let's switch the C part to this single pole. And now if you go here, you can see we have this option. If we switch here, we can just change it from double, single, and top down anywhere. So what we have now is a basic functionality how to switch. Now we need to add this thing into our add-on so we can see it here clearly. So as you see, we have this node, but we can't get right away the drop down. Like there is a basic board drop down, so you will get a drop down, but there is no a panel like this. So for that you need to go to the main group, which is this. It always need a group output node, so this thing can be plugged here. So first I'll create a panel. So wherever you are, if you create a panel, it will always create at the bottom. So let's name this panel mounting pole. Now we have our panel, and we want the function to be in here. So let's plug this menu switch over here. Now we get this menu. You can see here clearly. If I just drop it down here, you can see we just got right away our functionality over here, which is pretty nice and clean, easy enough. Now I'm going to click here is time, so we will switch with that. But now you see we have the name as a B and C, and we don't want that. We want to be named properly. So you go to nodes. Here you can see you can rename it clearly. So you can see for the A part we have the poles top bottom. So I'll just name it double pole top bottom, and just like that here also double pole left right, and here I'll say just single pole. So now you can see as I write here, nothing's updated over here, but one thing is missing, that there are options which are not included in here. So what I'll do is, you see this node, I'm just going to either I can use this, or I can just for simplify duplicate this. And where is our group? Here you can see in this group section, let's just expand it. We have the types, and now we need all the functionality we have here. Because this index value, let's just change to single pole. This index value, let us just change the direction and some parameters. So I want all this functionality to be added into this drop down. So for that you are going to just plug this index value, and you can just plug the x, y, all the function here into this. Pretty easy. Length, resolution and radius. Now you see all the functions come over here, not in the drop down section or this panel, the mounting pole. So what we have is from this index to this radius, all these options are for the single pole, and we are going to select all of them and insert in the mounting poles. Now we have all the things here, and if we just want it after the types, we can see all the functionality over here. Now we will do the same for anything, and we can rename that later. So here you can see I need few options from here as well. So let's duplicate this group input and let's have this value. This is for the single pole from the tool pole, so you can just place them anywhere you want. And z depth is not necessary for me, so we can just add a length, and or let's just say make it simplify. First put all the first poles inputs in here like this, and resolution and radius. We need all these 5 points, so let's plug it there, and then another this, so we get this one, xy value, the length, the resolution and the radius. So we got many more options over here, and you can see it's filled with this option. So from value till this radius, I'm going to put all this option into here after this. And what is it? Now you can see I just put this all the option inside here, but I can see the single pole option. Why is that? Because if you change this to double pole, you will have your options updated, and that's where it comes handy. And with that, you can always change index value as well. So here you can see I have also the index value, which is I'm going to put in, so it's for the top and bottom. So with this index value in here, what I'm going to do is, here we have this index value, I'm going to put this here in the just after this. So we'll have here, and we got this index value for the pole left right. I'm going to put this index value over here, and just like that, just put it and drop it down after the index. So you don't have to worry if you got 3 index, because we can see 1 because we selected that pole. If we go to top left and right, you can see we are seeing these options. So right now you can see we have just these values, not these values, because I haven't put this in here. So if you can just add this one, you will get the other options as well. But the idea is to have clean and nice user interface. And if you combine this with this, like let's just add into join geometry, this is the join geometry node, you have this, and let's just turn off the billboard and the cables and the horizontal lines. Let's just keep the horizontal lines, and now we can have this. This is very easy and nice to use and work around. So you can just switch from double pole to left right poles, and with this index you can switch this pole, and with the single pole you can have this. And for the index, you can see it's not clearly at the right position, so you can play with the value if you want. Center, Z for depth, Y for the up and down. So this makes us handy, and that's how my geometry node setup is looking clear and nice, fully working for professional level add-ons. So this is how you can create a drop down menus and have less complexity for user to use in your add-on or stuff you want. So this add-on is still in work in progress. When I completed with it, I'll release the first version, and there will be a preset version as well. So see you around.